And so when I got the first time with Norbert Singer, with the Group C to Paul Ricard was the standard test track, and this time it was not a Eggstone track. Now it's an Eggstone track, and today it's I think 35,000 euro for each day. But in the past time it was a fair price, and we have the long straight. You can make downforce checks. You have some sensors to see the right tire without the engine. You go by 300, for example, and take the engine out, and then let the car rolling down to 100 or something like that. And you can see in the right height sensor, when you have an accurate right side sensor, not a mistake, then you can see the car by 300, it's at the front it's 10 millimeter down, and the rear it's 15 millimeter down, and then you calculate that with the spring rate, you know how many downforce is it,
right.
And you make some change, and that's the car rolling again. You can see at the front now it's only 8 millimeter down, and if you have spring rates in a Group C car, at the front 500, and the rear 800, or front 700, rear 900. So because it was so important that you have the car in the right position to the straight for the aerodynamic. For example, the front sway bar was a carbon fiber sway bar, like that. And my first time when I was in with Bob Wollek was my driver, and Bob was always a little bit difficult because Bob was also the engineer, like a little bit like Jörg.
Oh, really?
You know,
okay.
He don't say the car make that and that, and you think about what you can do.
Yeah.
He come back and say, yeah, we must go stiffer with the sway bar, and I say, why? Yeah, because the car make that. So you have always like Jörg.
Yeah.
And so I walk with Bob, and we drive some laps, and Bob come back and say, I've understeer. So for me it was clear, the front sway bar was hard at this time, or 70% of sway bar. From the 911 I'm coming, so I know, okay, make the sway bar softer, and Bob goes out, he goes 3 laps and say, fucking understeer. Another step, come back, he say, it's fucking understeer. No. I go to Norbert Singer and say, you have a lot of understeer, and what you do? I say, I make this front sway bar softer, and Bob say, first time he say it's understeer, second time he say it's fucking understeer, third time he say it's fucking understeer. and Norbert smiling in the face.
So it was understeering because it was too soft and was moving around too much? Is that why?
Yeah, in the corner you have a rolling angle, rolling angle, more air go below the car, and you lose the downforce in front. You need the really bad sway bar in front to hold the car parallel to the straight, so much as you can. That's also the reason for the really strong spring rate. And when I go then to Norbert and say, Dad, smiling, and say, yeah, I think you must learn that. He know that exactly. He wait for me that I come to him and smiling and say, yeah. Now it's the first step you learn. It's all different in the Group C because
completely different.
70% of your thinking must be for downforce, aerodynamic. Mechanical wise, it was 30% or something like that. The downforce was a big key to make the car quick. And I learned that by Norbert Singer, also with a big tail spoiler. I have Wollek and Mass, and Jochen likes a tail gurney. I don't know why. He doesn't understand what he do, but he likes it. So he come back to me and say, I have oversteered, make me a bigger tail gurney. From Norbert Singer, I know it helps more the front as the rear, so if you have oversteer, then you make a bigger one, then it should be more oversteer. Norbert was 5 meters from me and look in my eyes and I know, he say, make like that. Okay, I make him a bigger one. He say, yeah, but maybe the tire goes down because the oversteer is worse, and so maybe we need new tires and so, because he doesn't understand what happened. But first you make a bigger tail gurney, and then we have in our stock, we have 40 millimeter, 40 mil, 50 mil, 70 mil, and we have also one with 100 mil. And Norbert say, give him one. So I put him a 100 millimeter tail gurney on, and he come out and he come in the first lap and say, I spun. The car was so much oversteer. I say, okay, if you like the big tail gurney, I have the biggest what I have. I say, something is wrong with this car. Then we go back to a normal one and the car was in balance. So it was a lot of fun, but it was also a lot of things to learn what's going on with the aerodynamic.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, it was funny.
So was Norbert involved with the rocker arm suspension design in the back and the sway bar, or was that all the suspension guys that did that?
Yeah, we have construction guys.
Yeah.
And he makes the sway bars, the springs, and the rocker arms, and whatever you need. And he understands. Norbert is an intelligent guy.
Yeah.
So he know what's going on. If you have a rocker arm, it will 2 times change the directions because the tempo it's flying. It's this way and so on. So he understands everything, but he have not maybe I say my feeling for suspension, what you do when the driver say like that, or will make the car quicker or more grip or something like that, and hairpins or very tight corners, the aerodynamic is not a great help. And it was always a fight because for the aerodynamic, the stiffness of the car was so important, and for the mechanical grip, the springs and the damper and the sway bar was important, you know that. So it was not easy to find the best compromise,
yeah.
And it was changed from track to track. For example, when you go to Lime Rock, I'm sure we go with a Group C car with a 1000 Newton spring, and the car, or we make it stiff, close the cruise and the car is stiff. If you go to, for example, to St. Petersburg and the city race, you don't need some downforce, not a lot. Or in Mid-Ohio it's a compromise because you have some corners.
They're pretty fast.
But normally we say below 100 kilometer speed, the aerodynamic is not important because it's 10 kilo or I don't know. You can calculate it with rho, you know rho, the wind factor, and rho by 2, and the speed and the area of the car, and so you know the formula of the aerodynamic, and you can see what's going on when you have downforce number like X, and what kind of power is that, or torque or weight. Weight is the wrong word because aerodynamic have no weight. It's only a power.
Right.
Or torque or whatever you like.